Awesome. What's going on, guys? We are here with the Contortionist, and today we're going to be going over some of their gear rundown. So what do you got going on here for your pedal setup?
So I got, all this stuff is just stuff that I've acquired over the past 13 years, and I've just kind of held on to most of the stuff that I've got. But there's some stuff in particular that I keep pretty locked up. So here in the back, got this pedal from Emma Electronic called Octo Noise.
Okay.
I got this pedal from my friend over at Godlike, and it's one of those weird, wacky fuzz pedals with an octave on it, kind of like a Octavia, but it's got this
a little bit more
weird noise circuit that's kind of like almost synth-like, and it actually is one of those pedals that was so wacky, but then when I actually were in the studio, we actually ended up using it a whole bunch, and it's since become kind of a
part of the
one of the sounds. Yeah,
that's awesome.
So, I got everything taped over, but there's nothing too special with the settings. They're just kind of right up the middle usually. Yeah, and I got this tone press, Barber Electronics. It's this compressor. It's a parallel compressor. It's got a blend. And
are you running that all full go, or are you?
That is only on the clean channel.
Okay.
Sometimes, and it is on when I need sustain for like
just making everything
feedback,
go just a little longer,
like making notes sing, stuff like that. That's when I'll use that. And I've used all sorts of compressors, but this one is just
it's doing it for you right now.
It just sounds warmer and clear, but clear.
Okay,
you know.
that makes sense.
And I like the MXR stuff. I use that as well,
yeah,
but
of course.
But that color,
just get a little bit extra
has a
color in there. Yeah, sounds cool.
But I like the way the amp sounds, so it's like
for sure.
When it's clean and compressed,
yeah,
that's all I need. But yeah, I got a fuzz face here just for any of the really over the top spitty
in your
fuzz
face
sound.
stuff. Awesome.
And then Univibe from MXR is one of the reissues.
Okay.
It's one of my favorite guitar sounds ever.
Oh wow.
Robin Trower and my dad got me into that sound, Jimi Hendrix and
it's
all
just
that.
nasty.
It's just a cool sound.
It's classic.
It's like exactly. It's a classic, iconic sound that you couldn't
recreate really
with any other instrument. You couldn't really get that same thing. So yeah, it's
That's
cool.
Awesome.
I like that. And then Katana Clean Boost from Keeley.
Awesome.
That's for leads when I need to just
get a little extra push.
Yeah.
Cool. And are you doing the same things
with
with the tube screamers as well, or are you running those hotter?
Those are, I've got actually, it's right up the middle.
Okay, cool.
This one is a Keeley.
Okay.
It's actually his just standard mod plus or whatever.
Awesome.
And yeah, I run that over on the clean channel.
Okay, that makes sense.
For Stevie Ray Vaughan sounds.
Oh, okay.
And then this pedal is basically on the red channel just for the modern guitar.
And just push it
for the modern sounds. Yeah. Anytime we got the 7-string or any of the lower,
get the extra push through the mess up.
Yeah, I got no drive, but this is actually a Keeley baked mod.
Oh, okay.
Which we used in the studio with Jamie King.
Yeah.
And I just remember liking that one.
Sounds awesome.
I like that circuit, and so I got one, and and it's just every time I replace it with something else, I still haven't.
You still go back and kind of tend to want to use that one more often.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, just keeping the level, from dipping and no drive, just to kind of give it that little square mid.
Yeah, just
clarity. The nose boost.
Yeah, exactly. And then you're just running right into this just for your delay.
This is actually in front of the amplifier, so this is like going into the amp.
Okay.
To get that, Radiohead.
Yeah, the distorted
that cascading delay. Yeah, I like that sound a lot.
That's awesome.
And so that's what I use that for. And I used to use all sorts of stuff, analog pedals, but now.
It's kind of moving more
since
towards
we've got to clock some stuff.
Exactly. There's a lot going on in your guys' stuff.
Yeah, so
a lot to keep track of.
So I can use MIDI and still have decent delay sound.
Exactly. Still have a good sound, but don't have to worry about controlling it as much when you guys are on stage.
Yeah, they do a good job with that product.
I've seen those a bunch.
Some mics
They're awesome.
Yeah. So And then on here we've actually got way in the back is the ISP decimator, just the noise gate.
Yeah.
I use that on the red channel when I have any pedals on, just because it's
Really?
just to keep me from, if I make a squelch noise on stage, I'll get looks and
Yeah, you just don't want to deal with that stuff, man. I feel that.
but yeah, this is actually just a 5-band EQ.
Awesome.
From the Mesa Boogie, and I have it actually. I don't want to take the tape off because that's very sensitive.
Much, yeah.
It's a level. I actually use it. This is in the effects loop, and I've got the EQ all flat, but I use the circuit as a boost.
Okay, so you just use the levels
because it can handle that.
Yeah.
Those really high levels. So that's what I use that for. Basically, like having the 5-band on the amp, the Mesa Boogie, like the Mark V amplifier.
Yeah, exactly.
Same thing, where it's actually like in the. But just I had it out here.
That's awesome.
And then this is a noise gate it's also in the effects loop.
Okay.
Actually, other than the ISP, all these pedals are in the effects loop.
Awesome.
That's just to cut all the hiss and noise. And then delay, same pedal.
Okay.
And reverb.
Awesome, dude.
And then this is might be my favorite pedal
on your setup.
Yeah.
What's that one doing for you?
This is a chorus pedal, and it's just.
Pretty phasey.
It's a classic. It's kind of that Lifeson shimmer.
Yeah, it's got like the 80s.
It doesn't
wide.
warble too much.
Okay.
It's actually kind of like crystalline and
like sheer and awesome.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah, dude.
But you can still get really wacky with the
modulations and stuff. Awesome.
Yeah, and I just anytime there's a chord that like I'm bringing out that is going to be like rung out.
Yeah.
For like a good amount of time, and I'm giving it like a statement. That definitely will be on. Just
that's awesome.
I've always loved that. Yeah, I've always loved that. Alex Lifeson.
That's awesome, dude.
The shimmery. I love it.
Yeah, it's just shiny and it sounds cool. Yeah. It sounds like ethereal.
Yeah. And I've not been able to get a sound that is as clear with
anything
other than the initial design.
That's awesome.
My dad's made
for sure, dude. Awesome. Now, do you want to just go over your guitars real quick?
Yeah. Actually, the amplifiers. I've had this amplifier since. I don't know. Robbie, do you remember when I got the amplifier?
2003 or something like that.
No, I was like, I don't know, sometime in the 2000s.
Oh,
yeah,
okay. I've had this one a while, but it's doing it for you.
Yeah, I just love it. I love the simplicity of it, really. Like, use all sorts of amplifiers, but I like less points on the.
Oh yeah, I guess I don't know.
It's just got a lot of. A lot of expansion.
Exactly.
So that's why I use this one in particular. But Mesa Boogie stuff is great. I always love the sound of their stuff.
Yeah,
this is also a great amp. Don't get me wrong.
Oh yeah.
The versatility that's.
But yeah, this one you can do like pretty much any sound you're gonna need for your band,
right.
Which is awesome and keeps it simple. You don't have to do multiple heads and get too crazy with it. Plus, you still get to stay with the tube amp, and that's the sound you're going for.
Yeah. And then we have been on this tour using no cabinets.
Yeah.
Speaker cabinets, but for this session we'll have one out there.
Yeah.
In the doghouse.
Yeah, that's exciting. It's a fun part about the machine shop. We get to do all that stuff.
Yeah. And that's just a Mesa Boogie Finish 30. It's just really old.
Yeah.
Yeah. It looks like crap, but
it sounds
great.
It sounds like a mess, man.
Awesome. And then down here is just the how I control it all. I like the
simplicity.
Keep the interfacing. I have a hard time learning new programs. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You just want to keep it consistent and not have to learn a new thing every week. And I totally get that because especially when you're in a new city every night, you just don't want to have to deal with also learning a pedal board and things get moved around. And
so I've just become accustomed to the whole song banking with patches.
That's awesome. And that's like probably the best way you could even do it. Like. Just no room for failure there.
Yeah, and just send computer messages to it and have the computer do the job. But that way I can still, if we, things go off the rails a little bit, I can still kind of override it. And I still like there's something about hitting the switch when you're gonna.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
It's not all MIDI.
Helps me vibe out.
It is fun.
Yeah.
Get a little bit of energy going.
Volume pedal, tuner, and then right here is actually a RJM buffer.
Good.
And I just use that because we,
Just have so much wire running.
yeah, and it just, sparkles it back
Pushed up a little bit. Yeah. Awesome. Awesome, dude. You wanna just go over like one or two of the guitars real quick? Awesome. Just see what you're playing. You can just do what we're doing for the set today.
You good? Look at your ears.
I think this
Awesome.
will be the first one.
Awesome.
This one, I call this one Ash. I'm not very creative. But it's an ash body, maple neck. Seymour Duncan, JB in the bridge,
And those,
and a 59 in the neck.
Active or passive pickup?
Passive.
Awesome.
Yeah. Just, yeah.
You got anything crazy going on with the switch here? Is it just basic?
Basically just bridge pickup, and then this one is actually
Just a little
bridge
mix.
pickup in parallel, so it's like you get the hum and it's
Yeah.
a true single. Well, not true single, but. And then middle position is both. This is actually parallel neck, so
Okay.
you get
Oh yeah.
it's kind of hollowed. It's weird.
Very
I
thin.
don't really use it very often, but there's some songs
Sounds
where
that would make sense.
it's hard. We recorded that way, and it's kind of cool. So
Okay.
it's a cool sound, you know.
Yeah.
But live setting, it just sounds a little bit more hollow.
Okay. That makes
so
sense.
It just sounds like it's not there as much.
Gotcha.
And then neck pickup, just
Awesome.
the 59. And yeah,
Do you
it's tuned in drop D
Okay. Cool.
with the standard 10 to 49
Awesome.
or 46.
Any specific strings you like to play with, or just
Diodarios.
Awesome.
Yeah, Diodario. We've always just used them, and
they just work and
they're
sound
just great. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I hear through the grapevine, you know, just people talking about it, and people don't really have anything bad to say about them. So.
Yeah, exactly. I've never heard a bad thing.
Then
I
this
like
one. This is actually one of my older guitars that I have gotten from Ibanez. But this one is, I call it Int.
Okay.
It's a mahogany body. Same pickups, JB in the bridge, 59 in the neck. But this one is a Texas Hot
Oh, okay.
custom antiquity.
That's awesome.
And they actually, they removed so it's just the exposed.
Wire.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So what kind
My
of sound
hope
are
is
you
that in
getting out of
30
that
years it'll be
one? Totally like
really cool.
metal.
And that's I use this guitar specifically for this pickup,
Okay.
honestly.
Awesome. And what kind of sound are you
And the,
getting out of
and the
that
Stratty vibe of
specifically?
it, but it's Strat sounds,
Gotcha.
single coil
so just
sounds.
straight up, just poppy and-
Yeah. I mean, it rocks. It rips.
Yeah,
I
it's
use it
just
for
like
all a bunch of
very
other songs.
transient.
But anytime I'm here on this pickup, or anywhere near it with the combination, it's like
That's probably like that
Yeah,
distinct
I like-
guitar
that's
sound
why
you
I
guys
would
kind of have in
probably
your
grab this
band, like the
guitar.
really, just it's very poppy sounding when you guys are playing. Like the transients are just popping right through
Okay.
with that sound. So I think that might be what I'm hearing with that pickup. Then.
but yeah, it's got this ZR trim that I've really liked. Maple cap on the headstock, rosewood neck. Yeah,
Awesome.
Pat Metheny straps on all the
yeah.
guitars.
Awesome.
Yeah.